Commencing with a succinct portrayal of my former self and the journey leading to my profound metamorphosis, I delve into the narrative. Back in February 2018, my state of being was far from ideal. Though outwardly I may have appeared ordinary to most, only my wife truly grasped the depths of my despair and physical deterioration. Years of relentless dedication to completing the pinnacle project of my career had left me feeling disillusioned, questioning both my identity and prospects as a designer and construction professional. Not a single day passed without my mind wandering to thoughts of self-annihilation. Yet, I found myself hesitating, either held back by cowardice or dissatisfied with the envisioned scenario of my departure. I craved a departure devoid of messiness. On the eve of February 18th, 2018, solitude beckoned. It was my birthday, yet I found myself in the throes of profound social isolation. Some acquaintances of my wife, now cherished friends in hindsight, extended an invitation for a movie night at their place. I resisted the idea vehemently. Such gatherings had become routine for them, while I, ensnared by deep-seated antisocial tendencies, recoiled from such engagements. A trait that persists, albeit one I'm diligently endeavoring to overcome, a lesson gleaned from my transformative odyssey. Feeling frustrated and unwilling to attend the party, I stormed off in my car with no clear destination in mind. Meanwhile, my wife headed to the event, bombarding me with texts urging me to join. Ignoring her pleas, I found a secluded spot to park and escape the world's prying eyes, equipped with a sleeping bag for a night of solitude. As dawn broke, casting a serene February morning, an unexpected twist dampened the tranquility. Waves of nausea washed over me, accompanied by uncontrollable shivers and a soaring fever. To my dismay, my car remained inert, its battery drained overnight by the incessant radio hum, a rookie mistake with modern touchscreen car radios. Summoning my wife for rescue, I struggled to articulate my whereabouts amid convulsions. Back home, I collapsed on the living room sofa, a makeshift sanctuary from the relentless onslaught of flu-like symptoms. But this was no ordinary flu. It was a sinister assailant wreaking havoc on my body without mercy. Days blurred into a harrowing cycle of purging and fever spikes, leaving me drained and frail by February 22nd. Despite my wife's pleas to seek medical help, the looming specter of exorbitant IQ bills deterred me. The stark choice between bankruptcy or potential demise hung heavily in the air. As the evening unfolded, the scene at home was deceptively ordinary, with dinner preparations underway. Yet, within the confines of the bathroom, I grappled with an impending sense of finality. Knowing my time was nigh, I crawled outside, driven by an instinctual desire to spare my loved ones from the aftermath. Lying at the edge of the driveway, I resigned myself to fate, each contraction bringing me closer to the precipice. In the throes of agony, a profound shift occurred, a surrender to the inevitability of mortality, transcending the confines of suffering. In that fleeting moment, a profound peace enveloped me, and the veil of anguish lifted, ushering in a profound sense of serenity. Realization dawned upon me. I was dead, yet rather than inciting fear, this revelation stirred a curious indifference within me. What followed was a descent into utter darkness, a state of inertia akin to being suspended in a thick, viscous substance, devoid of temporal or spatial markers. Despite my claustrophobic tendencies, an uncharacteristic tranquility enveloped me in this static realm. Suddenly, amidst the obsidian abyss, a faint reddish hue pierced through, reminiscent of the sensation one experiences when extricating a foot from muddy terrain. As this sensation rippled through my being, I found myself momentarily tethered to my garage door before being swept into a phantasmagoric tableau, propelling me away from my corporeal anchor towards a boundless void. In this expanse of infinite nothingness, reminiscent of the abyssal depths of space, or the vastness of a moonless desert night, a radiant beacon emanated with a palpable sense of agency. Though motionless, it exuded an aura of purpose, its influence subtly weaving through the fabric of existence. To my left, a nebulous entity defied conventional description, its form perpetually in flux, a symphony of fluid undulations akin to satin billowing in a gentle breeze. It possessed an enigmatic allure, its three-dimensional form imbued with an ethereal, sponge-like texture, woven from strands of an otherworldly, translucent essence. Psychedelic hues danced across its surface, evading earthly comparisons, shifting and morphing like the vibrant hues of a cuttlefish's skin. As I lingered in this enigmatic realm, enveloped by the mystique of the unknown, each passing moment unveiled new insights, a continuous journey of revelation and enlightenment. Though the nature of my interaction with these entities remains shrouded in ambiguity, I am inexorably drawn towards the inexhaustible wellspring of knowledge that awaits, a testament to the infinite depths of the human experience. It felt like an eternity, a timeless space where the concept of time dissolved into nothingness, beyond the grasp of my comprehension. Being there was an indescribable sensation, unlike anything I had ever experienced before or since. It wasn't the fleeting euphoria of life's peak moments. Instead, it was an overwhelming sense of unconditional love that enveloped me completely, transforming me in an instant. A choice emerged from the depths of my consciousness, wordlessly presented with an inexplicable clarity. Stay or return. Both paths promised the same outcome. I chose to return. But why? Why would the result remain unchanged, and was this outcome favorable or unfavorable? These questions lingered, unanswered, yet I felt no urge to seek resolution. Perhaps the answer lay in the unfinished symphony of my existence. My decision was tinged with self-interest, yet devoid of fear. It felt like a communion with truth, stripped of pretense. While some may return for earthly obligations like caring for loved ones, my motivation stemmed from a different source. I couldn't bear the thought of burdening my family with the chaotic remnants of my physical life, a testament to years of unwitting selfishness. The prospect of them grappling with the desire in my absence propelled me to tidy up before bidding my final farewell. Grace descended upon me, and suddenly I found myself back where I had departed, my form contorted in a fetal position. A rush of air accompanied my return, and I was once again tethered to my mortal shell. Rising in the frigid night air, I made my way indoors, barefoot yet revitalized, albeit utterly drained. The fever had broken, leaving behind a gnawing hunger and parched thirst. There had been another instance of such profound exhaustion, following an encounter with the numinous, a tale for another time. To convey the intensity of my fatigue in relatable terms, imagine the disorienting gravity pull an astronaut feels upon reentry, a weightiness that seems to double the burden on body and soul. In the kitchen, my wife and daughter greeted me as I rustled up a grilled cheese sandwich, savoring a mere fraction before quenching my thirst. A newfound contentment washed over me, untinted by ego, as I grappled with the realization of my ethereal voyage. Hours later, as I drifted into slumber, I was jolted awake by the uproarious sound of my own laughter, a prolonged expulsion that left me gasping for breath. In that moment, my corporeal vessel was emptied, a whimsical reminder of the transient nature of existence. The signal to depart from life beckoned, and as the first morsel of sustenance embarked on its journey through my new form, a whimsical moment unfolded, a testament to the beauty and marvel of existence. Despite a month-long bout of weariness, my focus shifted from physical ailment to profound psychological metamorphosis. Returning to the realm of the living, I initially resumed my labor in construction, culminating in the completion of a significant project. With this milestone achieved, I pivoted towards embracing the boundless potential of my second lease on life. My subsequent experiences have become the focal point of numerous blog entries, each narrative underscored by the expansion of creativity and empathy catalyzed by my transcendent encounter. A profound sense of contentment permeated my being, accompanied by a subtle shift in culinary preferences and a newfound aversion to alcohol. Anxiety and ego relinquished their hold, yielding to a heightened awareness and mastery over my emotions, which now serve to inform rather than define me. Serendipity seemed to smile upon me more frequently, guiding me towards a more purposeful and intuitive existence, buoyed by an unwavering surge of creativity and a sense of interconnectedness with the universe. On a crisp June morning in 2018, a surge of joy washed over me, an emotion hitherto unfamiliar, save for fleeting glimpses during moments of parental pride. As the months unfurled, my perception of life sharpened, as if attuned to the underlying cadence of consciousness or the divine. Though the connection I once felt in that transcendent state eludes me in my mortal guise, its echo reverberates faintly, drawing me ever closer with each passing day. Each sunrise finds me tethered to the purpose I discerned in my moment of surrender, a journey marked by a return to my essence as a creative empath, a path divergent from the trappings of ego that had ensnared me for much of my adulthood. In that ephemeral vision or brush with mortality, I rediscovered myself, forging ahead with a newfound clarity and purpose, inching closer to the essence I encountered on February 22nd, 2018. With each day, I devote myself to the pursuit of this purpose, preparing, albeit gradually, for the inevitability of mortal transition. As I reflect on my journey, I am reminded that in surrendering to the depths of existence, I found renewal, a journey encapsulated in the ongoing tapestry of my existence. And with that, I conclude today's reflection. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below.